it's hard to explain. You got this fire in your belly that you just want to find. I want to make these videos, right? And I want to present you guys with the best possible product. And I know what I say isn't important on this channel. You know, as narcissistic as I am, and you know, I do have this feeling of self-importance, and then what I say is interesting, but at the end of the day, it's not. And I understand that now. I understand that the videos that I make that get the most views are not because of me, but because of the content that I find. So I said, you know, that was very humbling. I said, okay, you know, hey, listen, pal, you're really not that interesting. People log on because they want to see the video games. You know, that's the nostalgia. You know, they want to see the product. It's exciting to see. And I'm understanding that more and more. So, that being said, my struggle with this channel is to present you with the best possible product. Now, here's the thing. The video games are out there. I know they're out there in a large abundance. But I know as I drive through the neighborhood, I know every house, every basement, almost every house, every basement. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say 85% of the houses I pass by throughout the neighborhood have a video game in the basement, in the attic, in the bedroom that I want, that I would like to present to the show, so we can build constantly build this library of, really great nostalgic video games from the past. So it's hard because the only avenues that we take are thrift stores, which were promising years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Fine. When we first started, you could find things. Now, not so much. And garage sales 3 years ago, 4 years ago were absolutely ridiculous for finding video games. But now, that avenue is becoming very narrow and very difficult to find the video games that we're looking for. So the whole challenge here is, what is the new avenue? They're out there, but how do we get them? And that's what I rack my brain about every day. I've gotten to the point where I even thought about just grabbing the yellow pages, thumbing through, and cold calling. Just like, hey, and you heard this from Bithead first, you motherfuckers, because I know somebody's going to steal this. And just cold calling. Yeah, hi, this is Bill. This is Bill. Yeah, I'm going to swing by today and pick up those video games. And then, what? I think you got the wrong number. Oh, you sure about? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm going over to this guy's house. I buy video games and whatnot. You don't have any video games, do you? Well, my son, he's got some old video games laying in the basement. Why? Oh, would you be interested in selling them? So you see what, you see where that goes? I mean, it's getting to that point now where I'm ready to thumb through the yellow pages. But, it's just the only barrier, like you walk out into the street, the only barrier, if you look at it in a most, you melt it all down, right? The only barrier is I'm in the street, there's the house with the video games, the only barrier is the wall. How do you breach the wall? Without breaking and entering, or, committing burglary. So I mean, that's the real. That's the answer at the end of the day. That's what I strive for.
How much for the games?
Nana, how much for the Game Boy games? The old Pokemon? $3.
$3 each?
Yeah.
Or 3 for all?
3 for all or 3 each? 3. Yeah, so
5
for those two?
I don't know.
5 for the two of them? 5 for the two of them? Okay.
Done.
Got any other video games?
Which ones are there? The yellow version and silver?
Yeah.
I like this one, Pikachu follows you around.
I think it was bought for you and then you got it.
Yeah, I got doubles of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you got it and then someone else got it. And
Yeah.
Got any other video games at all?
Then,
Anything? Old video games? Anything
old
like that?
games, you know, I might have.
$1 for this
You have the original PlayStation? Might have some PlayStation games.
Yeah. Anything you got? Any old video games? That's what I collect.
Do you?
Yeah.
I have an old, not here. I'll check with my son first. Magnavox
Odyssey.
Odyssey.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
With cartridges and everything.
No kidding.
So would you be interested if
Yeah.
my son doesn't want it?
Sure, yeah.
He gets first shot.
Memorial Day weekend, we'll be doing this again.
Oh,
If
Memorial
he doesn't
Weekend?
want it, I'll bring it Memorial Day.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, that sounds good.
Because we had to get this out in order to see where the rest of the mess is.
Right, right.
I take Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, you don't know where they are?
No, I don't know where they are right now. but I
Okay.
gotta
The
go through
Mario
stuff.
things, like the.
No, the disc, the PlayStation one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna have Memorial Day weekend, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna be having another one. I'll set up like a whole video game corner.
Okay. All right, that sounds good. Thanks a lot. Take care. Shit. What is it with these people out here?
All right, the camera's on. Cameras are. Hold on. Lights. Lights are rolling. We're rolling tape. We're rolling tape. Interestingly enough, you know, there was a time in the 80s, I don't know if you guys noticed or not, where we used to call everything tape. Everything was tape. You had videotape, VCR tapes, cassette tape, and it caught on with even your Nintendo games. You say, "Oh, hey, you got a new Nintendo tape?" So I don't know if you maybe you guys didn't even do that. I don't know, but that's what we used to do in my neighborhood. Say, "Oh, you got a new Nintendo tape," and not just that, but even to this day, I've heard people say, "Oh, yeah, even on the last video, the guy said, I got some video game tapes." He called them cassette tapes, so maybe that was a little more innocent. But I've heard people even refer to PS2 tapes or Xbox tapes. So I mean, you know, old. What's the expression? Old habits die hard. If I got that right, I think so. But anyway, Bithead 1000 here, and you know, has the greatest audience a YouTube guy can have, huh? Anyway, somebody wrote me a comment the other day. He said, I guess he enjoyed the show or whatnot, and he says, how is it that your channel only has, 1,800 subscribers? Well, truth is that, we're a very exclusive club around here, and, we just don't take kindly to strangers. That's enough of that. Other than that, we don't do a lot of e-bagging around here on this show. The show has a lot of integrity, so please don't hit that subscriber button because we don't want you around here. We don't want the likes of you around here, so, whatever you do, don't subscribe, all right? We're trying to keep a tight-knit community here. But anyway, today was a very short, well, it wasn't a short day. It was a short day for finding things, but it was a long day for me because I was out till about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And we basically only found it one garage sale. So I'm going to try to keep this brief. I know my videos get a little long-winded and whatnot, and I made a huge mistake. Hold on. I put something on the game shelf that wasn't supposed to go there yet, Nothing's allowed on the game shelf until I show you guys and we verify that it's worthy of the game shelf. So, at this stage, pretty much everything's worthy of the game shelf because we're trying to fill it up. And the idea is that we fill it up with, just what we have. And then eventually, I'm going to have you guys decide, what goes and what stays. Because hopefully we run out of room shortly and then we only keep the premium games up there. And I want this to be your shelf just as much as it is my shelf. It's our shelf. It's the show shelf. So you guys are going to be integral part of the decision making when it comes to whether or not we keep a game up there or not. So real exciting for you, right? Anyhow, here we go. We went to this garage sale and we found Pokemon, what is this? This special Pikachu edition, yellow version, okay, for the original Game Boy. And, Pokemon games, I can take them or leave them. I definitely respect them. Ever since I played Pokemon Sapphire for the Game Boy Advance, I had a whole new respect for the Pokemon series. I really thought they were just a laughable joke, before Pokemon. I never understood this whole Pokemon craze. I was never really into it. But after playing Sapphire, it's a very respectable role-playing. These are role-playing games, essentially. And, they're a lot of fun to play. So, here we go. That's a Pokemon Yellow version. And, really cool that it's sealed and whatnot. So, yeah. Moving along. We also picked up a Pokemon Silver Edition. And I hope I got my light right here. For the Game Boy Color. And this is also sealed. I think just the fact that it's sealed is really neat because I just can't imagine these things sitting around for so long and nobody opened them. That always blows my mind when you find something that's sealed. Anyhow, the neat thing about this is it has the original Best Buy receipt and tape to it, and it says from the year 2000, and the person paid $23.99. The receipt's really faded, by the way. It didn't hold up very well. Not as well as the game, so. Hey, how about that, right? 2 sealed Pokemon games for $2.50 each. $5 for the pair. I don't know if you guys noticed, but other than that, the lady mentioned something about a Magnavox Odyssey 2 that naturally wasn't at the garage sale, along with a son who had some PS1 games in the house and couldn't be bothered to bring them out. So thank you for that. Anyhow, and apparently they're going to have another garage sale Memorial Day, so they lived, from my house to where they live might as well be Mars. It's so far away. So will I get out there for more Memorial Day? Weekend? I don't know. I'm going to try. I'm going to try. So, stay posted. Anyhow, moving back over here to the game shelf. I don't know, I really didn't designate a space for any type of Game Boy games or anything like that, but I think it's only fitting that because they are Nintendo games, and our Nintendo games are up here at the top shelf, we'll keep them down on this shelf right here. And look at that, BitHead 1000, stacking cardboard boxes the exact way they're not supposed to be stacked. So there we have it, huh? So anyway, I'm BitHead 1000. I thank you all for joining me today on this Easter weekend to go out and go garage sailing. By the way, I didn't think I'm going to say something that I might have said twice, and this is how you can tell I have early onset dementia. I don't know if I mentioned this, but this weekend was rather slow, I believe, because it being Easter weekend and Friday being Good Friday and tomorrow being Easter, I think a lot of people have family over, and maybe not the first thing on their mind are garage sales at the moment. But I have a feeling that's going to carry over into next week. So I'm hoping that next week is going to be a powerhouse, day for garage sales. That's my prediction. If I was a meteorologist, next week, partly cloudy with a chance of an enormous amount of garage sales. So how you like that? Anyhow, I'm BitHead 1000. You tuned into the greatest video game program in the history of human civilization. And we got that right this week. And I'll see you guys next time.